is BenjaminAngafua, and this is my final project in CS50P. So this is the project that interests me because we were asked for no specific guidance will be given for this project. You are welcome to come up with whatever project that interests you and build that. So this project is a student performance tracker, and what it does is it takes the student name with their scores, and then afterwards it gives you the average of that student, the average of that class, and it can even give you the ranking of that particular class based on the number of students created with their scores. So there'll be a JSON data, like we're having a persistent data that will be stored into our JSON. That file will be created when the first student is added to the file. And here you see the score. Actually, the grading of A as to A is for all students who grade are greater than or equal to 90, and then every student grade between 80 to 89 is B. C is 70 to 79, and so forth up to F, which means fail. So there are other error handlings and even tests that I've done already. And let's go into the project. So this is the project structure. I have the project file name, the test file name, the requirements.txt, the students.json, and the readme. So in my requirement, I'm only doing one thing, which is the test that I'm doing. And just to let you know, if you are setting up this project, maybe you want to test it from your end, you want to set up a virtual environment so that this particular part test can work perfectly as expected. So let's go into the code. Here is the code. So before we go different, so let's run our path test to just make sure that everything is correct, 0 and no problem. Okay, good, everything is working as expected, 0 errors. So we go. I imported a few libraries, at least just 2. The JSON file will be creating to read from it. I imported a JSON and the OS. Our database, which we just talking about student .json, students.json. So here is where our students will be stored once we create them, and they will be created once just based on the first student, and after that everything will just be updating that particular file. So no need to write SQL queries for this, just wanted to keep it simple. And you have a class here that is actually just the whole aim is to create methods that will be responsible to handle every single actions that will be given to the particular project. So we have this method called add score, so you'll be actually adding the scores, and we have another one that will calculate the average of a student, another one will calculate the average of the entire class, the other one will do the ranking of the students within that particular class, and we'll be saving our students data within that JSON file that we created from the beginning, and we'll read from that JSON file. Basically those are the things. And when we come down here to the top level functions, we are calling the methods and passing value to them so that they can actually go ahead and run their functions in them. So we have ASCO, we call that particular method on our class ASCO, and then we pass the value to it. And next to that we have the calculate average. We do the same thing, and we are determining the what value to return when somebody score actually between whatever 90 to 100 and just like that. And we also determine that if somebody's score is greater than or equal to 60 is free, we do just that. And here is the prompt. You can enter 1 to add a student and their score. You enter 2 to view that student with their score, and you can enter 3 to view the entire class summary. You can even see them according to their ranks by entering 4, and you can quit the entire program by entering 5. So here you have it, and we are doing all the check against every one of them based on the options the person enter. So we return to you what exactly you enter. Let's get into the implementation on how it works. So we go here, we do pattern 3 and the class name. Good. 1, we want to see that BenjaminAngafua is in this particular class. And for this, he scored 99. Okay, not 999 actually. And next the file got created automatically and Benjamin is added. The next thing we want to do is we want to add another person here, 1 again, and we want to put Amos, I'm gonna put Jetta, and let's give him 100. Good. So they are there. So let's add another person. Here we want to say Drake Cook, and let's get Drake 40. Good. And next we want to see the entire number of students in there with their ranking. But now we can see all of them already, so we want to enter 4. Boom. You can see that though Benjamin was the first to be added, but now he's the second based on the ranking, and Drake Cook remains the last because his score is actually 40, and Amos is at the top with that score. Thank you. So we can enter 5 now to quit. Boom. That was so nice. Thank you.